Hi everyone. In this video, we will summarize common errors and pitfalls related to Chapter 2. Common error 1, undeclared, uninitialized variables and unused variables. This line declare interest rate with the initial value. The second line, we use interest rate, but now there's a spelling error here. So this is the problem here. It's you get a compile error saying that this symbol is not defined because you did not define it. It's undeclared. In the program, if you use a variable, you declare it and you assign value, but you did not use in the program, so that's going to be a warning. It's unused variables. And if you declare it, but you don't use in the program, that's potentially an error. You should delete that declaration. Common error 2. This is the maximum integer you can have. If you add 1 to it, so what happens, it's overflow. It's not a programming, it's not going to be a runtime error. It is just, it's going to display an incorrect result. So this value will become this negative, and that is because the way it is processing internally, and you get this negative value. So be careful with the integer overflow. Common error 3, round-off errors. This happens when you use floating point numbers. For example, 1.0 subtract 5 times 0.1. It should be 0.5. But you'll be surprised, you're not going to get exactly 0.5. Because of this run of errors, you have this numeric inaccuracy for the floating point numbers. Same here, 1.0 minus 0.9 may not be exactly 0.1, but it's very close to 0.1. So just be careful. This is the nature of computer programming involving floating point numbers. Common error 4, unintended integer division. So in this box, we have number 1, number 2. These are 2 integers, and you want to get the average, so you're going to divide it by 2. Now, please remember this are 2 integers. The division will be the integer value. The fraction part is truncated. So if you want to get an accurate average, and you need to do this, make one of these 2 numbers a floating point number. So here, easily you can write 2.0 rather than 2. One pitfall that's very common for new programmers, when you use the scanner for input, you create an input object and to get 1 input, and then you create it again to get another input. This is redundant. It is unnecessary. You just need this, creating this input object 1 time. And this will lead to some subtle problems when you use this for automatic grading, and sometimes it's not going to work. So just be aware that this redundant input objects should not be used. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you on the next video.